Big Link Countdown. This is when we count down from 10, and then Link does something amazing. Jack, you can join him.
Okay.
This is the Big Link and Jack Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I thought you were going to give it to me in the heart.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Just fake it.
Oh, the shocker. I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm going to get you next time.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, these always never go well.
That's what makes him so great.
Oh,
that was
man.
big. That was big. That was worth the countdown.
You can't use this to shock other people unless you can convince them to hold it and touch it.
That's true.
It's not a great self-defense weapon.
No, it's not. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we have gleaned from the internet
Welcome to Mythical More, by the way.
what people have determined to be the most metal album covers of all time. Okay?
Well,
Yeah.
and we're talking a number of lists on the internet. So we've like gleaned from that. We have not seen these.
Yeah. I'm going to know all of them, I bet you.
Let's take a look at what the internet wants to highlight. What does that say? Amar.
Right out of the gate, I do not know this band. Amon Amarth.
Suture Rising.
Suture Rising. It's not even Suture, it's Searcher.
And we're looking for the best album cover artwork.
Yeah.
Definitely
The most metal.
Definitely not so it's not about the title, because Suture Rising probably would not win the contest.
Right.
Just in terms of the title.
Because that's what happens after you get
Suture Rising.
Okay.
I mean, because when you have a suture, after a while, I guess it does kind of rise.
It starts rising.
Kind of like a stitch kind of coming out of the flesh.
Yeah, and they go back to the doctor and they take them out.
Well, I guess what they're saying is that there's nothing more metal than a volcano, but I could disagree. I know what they're saying. It's like, a volcano's like where hell and earth meet, where the fires from below, from hell, erupt. But I can't help but just think of like Hawaii and like non-heavy metal things.
Yeah, this could be
what
like a
about
bag of potato chips.
What about the giant dude in the middle of the album art with the flaming sword towering over miniature cavalry?
Yeah, is that what's happening? Is he like a giant volcano beast that's coming to kill all the regular-sized?
I think he is Suture.
He
Actually.
is. Yeah, he's rising.
Right.
rose.
Yeah.
He is risen.
That is Suture. Apparently has a lot of scar tissue.
If this were an animated series, and it looked just like this, by the way, I still think we're talking for 6 or 7 year olds.
Oh, wow. So not very metal. Okay, let's see the next one.
After the Hawaii thing,
Well, this is a classic right here. Ronnie James Dio, Holy Diver.
holy dive.
This one
Dude.
is immediately more mysterious and more legitimately intimidating to me.
Well, it's real religious. It's like, what's more satanic than like a Satan demon throwing a priest into the water, chained?
Right.
And
Holy diver.
And that priest is just like a modern day, because you can tell by his bifocals, he's like, like a 1985 priest. He's
Yeah.
The demon looks like...
They came out with glasses in 1984.
The demon looks like he's from 3,000 years ago.
The
priest
demon
is just like 20 years
current.
ago.
The demon is amazing. Look at his hand. It's like he's got these 2 fingers, which I guess that makes sense.
That is the most metal thing you can do with your hands at any given time.
Yes.
And he has kind of a puma-like face, doesn't he? It's something...
Yes, and he's
puma.
oriented directly at us. He's not looking at what he has just done to the priest.
Yeah.
He's looking at us because we're next. You know
One
what I'm
thing's
saying?
for sure, nothing's more metal than like really powerful musculature. That's a constant between the first two.
He is ripped.
Yeah.
But he kind of has a runner's body. You know what I'm saying? He's more like a marathoner.
Yeah, he's lean.
Which makes him a little scarier to me.
What's strange is that I think
chase
this
you
thing
forever.
suggests that he's got warlock evil powers, Like he's using some kind of evil magic when he does this, but then he also is using just a regular chain. He's getting the priest with both things.
He could just be missing 2 fingers. It's like he has a weakness. It's the fingers.
Okay, so
This is a go
This
one.
is in the lead
This
right
is a
now.
con- in
Let's
contention.
see if something can usurp it. Oh yeah.
Tell us about the Iron Maiden.
Yet another classic, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. Now, the thing that if you look down at the bottom, there's a little tiny Eddie character that looks like a human, but if you went in with a microscope, you would see that it was actually this big guy in a small version, and all the people there in hell are like kind of cheering for that character that we all know and love as heavy metal fans.
Yep.
Oh, that's Eddie. But really, Eddie's being controlled by Satan. But really, Satan is being controlled by a secret giant Eddie.
Oh!
It's a mind blower.
That's freaking correct, of course!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
You're like the master metal interpreter.
Yeah. Well, I've done some time with this cover.
I remember I went to John Sykes' house. He was like 17 years older than me when I was like 7. He still is, by the way.
Right.
And he had...
But that was a perfect time because he was 14. And he was exactly twice as old as you and 7 years old.
And he had these cryptic, demonic posters all over his room, and he had it was like black lights and stuff.
And you thought he was into real bad stuff.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was so dark. He was
he was
definitely
just-
killing.
he was just into music.
Right.
But
yeah.
I mean, did your room look like that? Did you ever have like a black light room with like these type of posters all over it?
I don't think I had heavy metal posters as much as I like monsters and some superhero creatures. I like the Hulk. The Hulk was the Hulk. If you look at other heavy metal albums, is a very heavy metal superhero of all because of the musculature. We talked about this.
Definitely not a marathoner.
But the thing about this album, it features the song "The Number of the Beast," which is one of the great heavy metal anthems of all time. And this is the 80s, okay?
Is this a Bible album?
The mid-80s is the pinnacle of heavy metal power. And it was all about the devil back then. You don't really see this kind of heavy metal artwork anymore.
And I don't really know how well this particular interpretation of Satan is held up over time. I mean, we look at this and he's not that intimidating. He has like a pencil mustache.
Yeah.
It's more the carnival version.
Well, I think-
Whereas that thing before with the
Yeah, that's cool.
marathoner.
But that's kind of the point here. Jack's point is that the Satan is he's just a puppet himself. So he's a caricature.
Yeah.
He's
so
weak.
is it more metal? We know that this is a more metal band, but we're not.
Yeah.
This is about the cover. Is it a more metal cover?
I would argue that this is the most metal of the three that we've seen so far.
Okay, let's see another. OWar, the Triumph of Steel. Are you
No.
familiar?
I am familiar with OWar, yes.
Now, we've got boobies and butt cheeks in this one.
We got
so
butt cleavage.
a lot of bonus from my perspective.
That's very metal.
It's very Frazetta. It's clearly someone who was trying to
Is that a
copy
pasta?
Frazetta is one of the great Dungeons and Dragons-y kind of artists.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
cool,
from
man.
the 70s.
I'm not scared. I'm just aroused
Yeah.
by everything. Everywhere I look,
There's
arousal.
a lot of sexual sexualization of the metal
Right.
on this album cover.
right.
And
I feel like I need to be scared for it to top the other ones.
Yeah.
I just want to be there. I just want to be there with this guy. And I don't think that's very metal.
In his
This
cave
one-
of pleasure.
This one is very Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
And that's how metal is Conan the Barbarian. It's somewhat metal.
Well, Wilt Chamberlain was in it.
Yeah, it's more like Thor.
What you mean the movie? Conan is not just the movie with Will Chamberlain.
Grace Jones.
Okay, this we're not
Yeah.
this is not the top.
This is just cool. This is awesome.
Let's see another.
Yeah.
Oh, Molly Hatchet.
Now, hold on. But Molly Hatchet's like a southern rock band. It's not a metal band.
Right, hold on, but
Isn't
It's a
that
great
funny?
band. I love Molly
This is
Hatchet.
a metal album cover, though. I mean, it's very, it's not a metal band, but
You
the
are
odds.
right. Isn't it funny that this southern rock heavy metal band has the most heavy metal cover of all?
you wouldn't guess.
Look at this guy.
album has a flute solo on it. You know what I'm saying? Multiple flute solos
Yeah.
are being trounced upon by
I think
this
you're
man.
thinking of a different band. Does Molly Hatchet have a lot of flute solos?
I don't think so.
I think you're
That's
thinking
Marshall Tucker, but
The
I
lead
figured
singer,
maybe...
he does have a nasal thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not Jethro Tull, no.
But yeah, this guy is definitely killing demons. He's not himself a demon. He's more of a Viking.
He
Once again,
frightened, though.
Once again, very Conan the Barbarian themed.
Not that scary, but the symbol on the horse's head is, it looks like our wheel,
Yeah.
actually.
I like
That's where
that.
we got it from.
That thing he's wearing around his midriff is like a medieval.
Spanx?
Yeah,
Medieval Spanx.
it's a girdle
Bejeweled
of a
Spanx.
sort.
This is not doing it, though. How many more do we have? I want to...
Okay, this next one is your last
Okay.
one.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
got it.
Wretched.
Oh. Dang. Wow, we've got conveyor belts of human heads.
Are they going
Going
in
in.
or coming out?
I think they're going in.
He's eating them.
He's eating them. It's Wretched. He's a cannibal. Yeah, he's a cannibal. He's eating them.
I've not heard of Wretched. Am I missing something?
Wretched, cannibal. This one's just depressing to me. I guess it's very metal. This feels more like 1998 metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're having to get a little more
Surreal.
Literal.
cerebral.
I think
Yeah.
it's a little bit more literal because, now we're not talking about the Satan Puma. We're talking about, you could probably make this happen.
It's pretty
This
cool,
is
though.
2014, I'm being told.
Oh
really?
man, this is so recent. This is just,
So he's eating decapitated humans, and then they just fill up behind his eyeballs, or her eyeballs.
but he's also like a giant cannibal. Mm-hmm. These human heads are just the size of grapes.
And he's made of fire. He's a skull made of fire.
He's
and
popping
teeth.
them like popcorn.
Okay,
Does this top it?
and it's like, wait, the skulls. He doesn't like crunch them. He doesn't bite them. Apparently,
He sucks them like
He
candy.
he sucks them until they're just skulls, and then they go up into his eyeballs.
That's pretty metal, man.
That's great.
That's pretty metal.
Which one? What is Jack? Well, we're gonna defer to you. Are we going with Iron Maiden? Can we go with Wretched?
No, because to me, Iron Maiden really, it's missing one more level, and that the giant Eddie is also being controlled by whoever is like the lead singer or whoever's in charge of the band,
Right.
making all the money behind that
Oh,
that
That's
creature.
the manager.
I think it's Ronnie James Dio with the long distance runner Satan, who's
Oh, yes?
using the chain and the magic powers to kill the priest.
Congratulations.
Okay, there we go.
There
You
it
heard
is.
here.
There it is.
Definitive.
Dio does it again.
He does it. Ronnie James Dio.
Thanks, Jack. Always
Yes.
a pleasure to hang out
Great.
with you,
It's
man.
great to hang out with you
Dink
as
it.
well. Yeah, dink it. Dink it up. Dink it and sink it.
Our Amazon teas now go overseas. Mythical Amazon teas are available in the US, UK, and Germany. Go to amazon.com/mythical.